Welcome to Michelle's Magical Monday, also known as the Living Magically podcast. I'm coming live from beautiful Minerva, Ohio. Actually, technically Baird, but it's a nuance. I wanted to come on live even though it is a holiday and even though I'm a little bit early because it is one of those really important astrological days and energy weeks. We are having a new moon tonight about 9 p.m. And if you're listening to this on Tuesday, it's essentially the quintessential new moon will be the first full day on Tuesday. So today is the 2nd, 9 p.m. we'll have the new moon in Virgo. So if you're awake late tonight, you might want to do your wish list or anything that would allow you to really connect to your desires, your dreams. And because it's Virgo, any good habits. Virgo loves a good nutrition plan, exercise plan, organizational plan. Did I say plan? Because basically Virgo loves a plan and a system, and this is a great time to get those started. It's one of those like perfect times to begin anything new in any area of your life. But health and wellness is one of the big areas, and work, because it is a Virgo and it is an earth sign, work is another place. New projects, special ideas, things you've been dreaming of for a very long time but need to actually take action on. Now is the perfect time to do it. With that Mercury finally out of retrograde, you might feel a little bit more momentum with this new moon. However, it is the beginning, opening day of the portal for the eclipse that is coming up with the full moon. So there is a full moon eclipse on the 18th. And so basically this makes this particular new moon an eclipse beginning, because we have a whole phase. We'll have a new moon in a month, which will also be an eclipse. So basically the beginning of two eclipses, because there's always two, sometimes three in a row. And so this is like the last calm astrological event for a little moment. And it's a big time because we just had on the 1st a big shift in Uranus. Uranus went retrograde in Taurus, and this is going to be a slow moving outer sign that is bringing you into right action. So it's in Taurus, so it goes really along with this new moon in anything that is out of balance in your health and in your wellness doubles up with this new moon as a perfect time to reevaluate what you're eating, how you're exercising, how you're feeling, what is your relationship with yourself, and what is your relationship with your body, what is your relationship with the people around you, and what is your relationship with your work. And all of that being said, the new moon, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, is a great time to start putting something new into play. Possibly something you've been planning for a long time, but because of that Uranus shift, sometimes that means you're having to do it quite quickly. Maybe it's a surprise to you what you're going to do, and or there might be some surprises in the atmosphere because of that Uranus transition. So anytime we are working with Uranus, big system changes and surprises are sometimes offered. And we have our very last transit of Pluto in Capricorn before it will never do that again in our lifetime. So these last few months of the year are probably one of the most important shifts of your lifetime, because we're going to see some big surprises, which I'm just going to say we have an election during this time. So I'm hiding and watching for the first election in the middle of all of these big transit. So I'm expecting surprises and a shift from a patriarchal nature to a matriarchal nature, which is going to be the new age of Aquarius, as Pluto is fully moving into Aquarius for the last time and final time for 20 years. And it is going to really anchor the age of Aquarius. And so this is the time to be really catching yourself in, who do I want to become for this new age? How am I anchoring new earth? And feeling into your body and your self-love. I just took an incredible class with Bayana Steibel on love of self and how this is the true key to your personal personal fulfillment of your dreams, and your happiness is all about love of self. And so how can you be more loving in this time to yourself? That will, if you're like, I need to do this for this person, or I need to do that for another person, this Virgo new moon really says, if I get my own personal life together, it will help every other person in my life. So right now, that piece where you're taking care of your own business, you can't help anyone else until you help yourself. And I really think that that's the key this week. And it is really, I've seen keys and symbols everywhere. So this is the key to unlocking your future. And maybe this is a plan you have to put in place that's going to take years. And several things I'm doing are not going to come to fruition for years, but I want to put real markers in place for the intention of who I am, who I'm becoming, and where I'm going. And that's the key to this Virgo new moon. And then as you have the eclipse cycle in Uranus in Taurus retrograde, these eclipses are going to anchor that. So we have a couple of big pieces coming in the next month. So basically having your body, your house, and your life in order right now is going to help you with everything else for the rest of this year and for the following 18 months. Or if you're like one of those people who the school year is your year, this is a great new moon for the school year energy. And that 1 year of what is this learning cycle going to be about? What is it my soul is trying to learn? What is it my heart is trying to learn? How do I heal a broken heart? How do I heal grief? How do I forgive myself and others at the deepest level possible? And literal spring cleaning, even though it's fall, it's time to let go of the things that hold heavy on your heart, the personal objects, the garbage, whether that's like cleaning your house or cleaning your mind or letting go of paperwork. This is all Virgo energy. So we have the sun in Virgo and the moon in Virgo for the next couple of days, and this is going to be very, very helpful. And as we lean into the weekend, we're going to want to go inward a little bit and take care of self before the eclipse coming up in 2 weeks. This is a time to really be a little bit self-involved in the way that it's self-care, extreme self-care, but not the self-care like I'm going to take a nap, although I think there's a lot of nap energy out there right now, but really in the self-care of, if I'm going to be who I want to be, I must do the hard things. That's a form of extreme self-care, is to push past your own limitations, past your own resistance, and push past the old identity, because I really think the new moon is a good time to do that. But just be aware that the eclipse cycle that's coming on the 18th through the following month is going to be about a new identity. It's just about being who you desire to be, who you are meant to be, and who you have to be if you're going to make yourself truly successful in your own mind, in your own heart in the future. So that's kind of what's coming. It's a big month astrologically. And it is also a but of course month, meaning everything that you're looking at here is but of course. I am doing what I know I need to do. I know that this is going to be required of me, and sometimes that's hard to do. But of course I'm going to do it, because if I'm going to be true to myself and I'm really honest with myself, I have to do this. But of course. So if you get really honest with self and you get really, really into the self-care of I am dedicated to who I am becoming, then you're going to truly have that peace of mind and be proud of yourself for the action steps that you take right now and this through this whole month. So evaluate, but most importantly, take action. So you're going to see that all this month and for the next few months. It's coming, my friends. It's coming. In the meantime, if you happen to be, as you can see, I'm in Ohio. If you happen to be one of my friends in Ohio, I am doing a really cool event at the Thebes Center in Alliance, Ohio. It's a brand new Egyptian style event center, and I thought it was so cool. So I brought my Egyptian oils, and it's a free event. So if you want to come out, it's like 6 o'clock tomorrow. But if you're in any place in the world and free this weekend, coming up, the 7th and 8th, I'm going to be teaching your relationship with yourself course. There are a few prerequisites, so that's requires some basic healing, basic theta healing courses in before that. But if you're like, I really want to take that and I've never taken a theta healing course, reach out to me and I will get you signed up for the next basic theta healing class, and we'll talk about how theta healing can help you love yourself. And last but not least, next Monday is a 9/9. So the 9/9 activation, I haven't created the event on LinkedIn or on Eventbrite yet, but I will be doing a live activation online. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, and you have no prerequisites for that. So if you want to work with me on the 9/9 for activating your big, beautiful dreams and bringing them into reality, I will be having that activation next Monday night. So lots of big things coming. And of course, you can always reach out to me if you need a session or you want to engage in some coaching or theta healing. And I'm even teaching a Reiki course online. So there's just a big month here in September. So welcome to September. It's a lot calmer and easier than August. I really do think you're going to feel momentum. It's going to feel like you have that ability to go forward. I love a new moon at the beginning of the month, and especially with it being right here on this holiday Monday. A lot of people sort of start their school year or their energy on that Tuesday following Labor Day, because to me that's the beginning of fall. Even though it's 100 degrees in Florida, to me that is when the season of fall begins. And so I think of that as the beginning of the learning cycle of the school year. So bring that together with that first new moon of this fall energy and see what it is you're going to put in place with this new moon. You can start it tonight with a list. You can start it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, pretty much any time this week and through next weekend. You can start putting these new systems and new plans and new ideas and new identity into action plans. Make that action a reality. And you want to do that this week before the 10th of September, when the energy starts getting closer and closer to that eclipse. I love you, and I'll see you again next week. And don't forget to live magically.